CanJam. Now, some of you fresh bloods in this hobby may not know this, but we do have conventions in the headphones world. Now, I wouldn't blame any of you for not knowing, since we kind of had a little that pretty much stopped us from touching grass for the last 2 years. Now it's back. But now it's back, baby. CanJam. Well, technically it's already been back for a while, but now it's back at a place that I can actually physically visit. So for additional context, CanJam is a convention hosted by one of the biggest audiophile forums on the online space, Headfi, which is literally right there. They host quite a bit of CanJams all over the world, and this time they have hosted it in good old sunny Singapore. I say this even though a few hours ago Poseidon himself was pissing all over us. Now, CanJam is a place where you get to try out new stuff, get to learn about new stuff, especially if you lived in the middle of nowhere, for example, the US. The interesting thing is, in Singapore, it is CanJam every day. You want to try something? Just go down to your local audio shop and just go crazy. Now, CanJam for me and a lot of local audiophiles isn't necessarily a place to try out new things. It's more a place for us to socialize and connect. Basically, I'm going to exhaust my entire quota for human interaction in one weekend. This weekend is not about me. It's about the manufacturers. It's their weekend to shine. Just a quick note, I'm not going to demo anything. It's kind of unconducive on the show floor. It's just going to be me taking a mental note on what to actually demo at my own time. OTOT, on time, on target. So just for this weekend, I am going to be the good cop. After all, I am basically the bad cop for the other 363 days of the year. So, good change of pace. I'm just going to let the manufacturers say what they want, promote what they want, and if you're not interested in that kind of content, well, typical roasting hours is going to be literally every other video instead. So without further ado, let me show you what's at CanJam. So before we actually go on, I need to say that this video is sponsored by
Headphones.com. Headphones.com is the premier online retailer for audiophiles in North America. Whether you're looking for IEMs, headphones, amps, or DACs, we are your trusted source for audio enthusiasts. If you'd like to visit our store, literally go to headphones.com. It is one of the easiest things you could do. Support us because we support creators like Crinacle. Now back to the show.
We're now at the 64 audio booth and we're talking to Kalani, who is...
So I'm our dealer rep over at Sis for Audio, so I work with all of our dealers globally with our brand and go to a lot of our trade shows. If a lot of you guys attend CanJam, you'll probably see me there.
What exactly is next for 64 audio?
Really can't say much right now. If you guys are familiar with our brand, you know, we kind of like to keep things on the secret. All I can say right now is there's definitely things to come and things to, you know, look forward to in the near future.
Just a long-winded way of saying not yet. All right. Anything that you'd like to say to my audience about whether or not we're promoting 64 audio, or maybe some nugget of information that you'd like to provide?
Well, you know, for the most part, I appreciate all you guys out there listening to our product, you know, and who just enjoy music as a whole. I mean, our whole goal as a company is to give good, clear, detailed sound that everyone can enjoy. So yeah, thanks guys.
Right now we're at the Beyerdynamic booth, and we have here Kamal, who is
I am the Director of Sales and Marketing for Asia Pacific.
What's new in the product line? What should we expect in the future, perhaps?
Well, for CanJam itself, we took this opportunity to launch our two new gaming headsets, the MMX 100 and the MMX 150. Apart from that, also to launch our third generation of the T1 and the T5, which is now down to 32 ohms, which was once upon a time 600 ohms. And also, not forgetting our new professional headphones. So now that has just extended the entire series of our DT range. We do have our DT 770, 880, 990 that's been a global winner, and then we've had our DT 1770 and 1990, which is top of the line, but we just never had something in the middle of all of that. So we are presenting the DT 700 Pro X, which is a close back, and DT 900, Pro X, which is an open back headphones.
So I guess the last thing is for everyone out of our interviewees to just ask any last words for of the audience.
What I really would love to say is the Beyerdynamic family welcomes you, and once you're a part of us, you will always be a part of us, and we're always here to take good care of you. So come on, join the family. We have a lot of space, we have a lot of room, and we look forward to taking care of each one of you on a very personal basis.
Now we are with Elysian Acoustic Lab. Some of you may recognize him as the maker of one of my favorite IEMs, which is the Annihilator. So I heard that you have something new that you are introducing this CanJam. Please tell us more about this new model.
Currently, we are releasing a new model named Dita. It will be a slightly different approach of tuning for my brand, and it will be more towards a neutral kind of sound, but it will still retain the Elysian house sound.
So besides this, is there anything new in the pipeline that you are willing or allowed to share? But I'm sure you're allowed, you are the CEO.
I've been asked this question a lot. When are we gonna introduce a cheaper model Annihilator, a more affordable one for the masses? Actually, is in the works currently. It might make it in 2022.
At the end of every interview, I always ask people, is there anything you'd like to tell the audience? Basically, this is your opportunity to promote the show, anything that you want, so go.
All right, what I want to tell the audience is that when you buy an IEM, please listen to the IEM and buy what you like. That is the most important thing in this hobby.
Today we have our own homegrown Symphonium audio, and while I could introduce them to you, you might as well just do it yourself.
Hi, I am Felix. I am one of the directors at Symphonium Audio. Today actually at CanJam we have the Helios, and we are actually launching a new model. We actually have the Triton today that is launching. I'll explain a little bit about what we do. We try to provide the best bang for buck for your money, but we also want the earphones to be properly designed. In terms of sound, the Helios is very clinical. If detail is something that you're after, then the Helios is something that you should try. But if you just want something that's a little bit more easy to listen to, that will give you hours of listening pleasure without being fatiguing, then you can come down and try the Triton.
So you guys have started this brand selling to the local market. So we've recently seen you guys try to expand into the Western market, especially with headphones.com. Maybe just guide me through your thought process behind that.
The reason why we actually moved into the North America market is one, the market is actually very big. The feedback that we've gotten from North America has been very positive so far, which is one of the reasons why we have moved to North America market, because we want more feedback and we want people to enjoy the earphones that we have created.
Okay, so here is a spicier question. What is your proportion of sales between the Western market and the Singapore market?
Actually, right now, the North American market has a little bit more sales. We have been getting sales from Europe as well. From the Asian side, Hong Kong has gotten sales as well, and Japan. So far, the sales has been steadily growing. Yeah, and we also have been steadily trying to put out more earphones and more production numbers.
Any last words in terms of like promotion or whatever, just to promote your brand or whatever?
We really think that we have designed something that is very special. You have to try it before you make a decision whether or not it's a good earphone or not. So if you are able to come down or you're able to go to any a place that has a demo unit, please do head down and give it a try.
So we're now at the Dita booth, and joining me today would be Ash. What is your job title? Introduce yourself, etc.
So I am the marketing person for Dita. I'm the person behind the copywriting as well as the social media. So for people who are familiar with Dita, they will know that we normally only do single dynamic drivers, and they are normally 10mm. So this time we decided to do a 12mm dynamic driver in our new product called the Dita Perpetua. So the Perpetua's extra 2mm actually ups the area of the active diaphragm by about 40%. So listeners can expect a more immersive bass, more immersive detailed bass without any artificial hum. So I would say that this one hits low and hits high as well. So if that sounds like something your listeners will like, they can come and try it out.
The usual question that I pose to every other manufacturer is that anything you would like to tell the audience? Basically, this is your time to show, promote whatever that you want to.
So I want to invite invite everyone to try to rediscover the charm of a single dynamic driver. I know we came out of the driver wars not too long ago, so if you would like to sort of see what exactly a 1DD can do, I would ask that they come and audition some Dita products.
So we're currently at the Vision Ears booth, a legendary German manufacturer of custom IEMs. And here we have Marcel as well as Oliver. And I guess the biggest question that we have is, what is new from Vision Ears?
Well, actually, we're here, we're very happy to be here, promoting the EXT and also the Phoenix, which was released last year. We're very happy to present them here on the show and to get some feedback from the people, how they like it and how they compare them to each other, because they were launched at the same time. So 2 flagships at the same time, which is kind of very special. So the people can discuss a lot about these 2 products. So the EXT is using a dynamic driver for the lows, dynamic driver as well for the mid frequencies, and 4 electrostatic drivers for the high frequencies. And when you compare it to the Phoenix, which is kind of more a very classic combination of BA drivers with 13 drivers per side, yeah, you can compare those 2 flagships and yeah, find a lot of advantages, disadvantages and differences, and it's really great to hear what the people say.
I've been seeing some similarities in the outer shell for the Phoenix as well as the Earl Connect. So is it accurate to call the Phoenix the successor to the Earl Connect?
You can say so, yes. Actually, the motor inside of the Phoenix is 90% the same as before. We exchanged the tweeter for a better performance in the high frequencies, so we got a better extension in the high frequencies and a little bit more natural sound as well.
I guess now we go into a much more technical question. What is the tuning philosophy for Vision Ears?
We like really a well-balanced sound, really warm in the mids. Mids are our special trick, you know. We like very warm mids and very well-balanced and extended frequency response, okay? We like the harmonics of the sound, that's important.
Is there anything you'd like to tell the audience? Basically, this is your chance to promote yourselves and talk about what you want to talk about.
Oh, okay. Didn't expect that. Yeah, just give us a try. So just listen and compare the models. Would be great to visit us at the shows, because this is always the biggest and best opportunity to compare different brands. And this is also something I really like when I'm here at the show. Not only presenting the earphones to other people, but also go to other manufacturers and listen, because I'm a sound enthusiast by myself, and I also like to hear other creations. So this is something very great in such shows, yeah.
Now we are going to ask them questions on fur, because, you know, IEM guys and everything. So you guys have a new lineup called the...
We have a new lineup called the Frontier series, and the Frontier series is something that honestly I think is very interesting. Fur Audio has this new technology called kinetic bass. It is actually a hybrid bass technology that actually adds a sense of resonance to the bass that is actually quite interesting. It's very hard for me to explain it. I think you should listen it to really get a greater understanding of how does it actually sound.
So the specific models are called,
Oh, there are actually 3 models in the Frontier series. The first of which is called the Neon 4, followed by the Krypton 5, as well as the Xenon 6, which is the new flagship for Fur Audio.
Where are you guys going to have demo units for them?
Okay, for Fur Audio in Singapore, we are actually having demo units at our Project Perfection shop. It's located at the Adelphi. The unit number is actually quite interesting for, you know, Singaporeans or Asian people per se. It's on the level 4. The door number is number 44, so it's 0444. Not the most auspicious of number, but it's easy to remember.
That's like floor 13 for our American viewers, right? Like, oh my god, that's very inauspicious.
But it's super easy to remember, it's 0444.
Any last words, promotional stuff for the fans or whatever? No, just basically now is your time to shill for audio.
Oh my goodness, I have to shill. honestly, guys, I can say as much as I want, like they're the best sounding thing in the world, but honestly, if you have the chance, please just give them a try, listen to them. I think that is the best thing that one could actually say about the product. Just listen to them. If you like it, then you know you like it. That's all.
So we're at another homegrown brand, AAW, aka Advanced Acoustics Works, and here we have, please introduce yourself.
Hi, this is Kevin, founder of AAW. Nice to meet you all. Today, I'm actually bringing the new A3H Plus, which is here. This is actually the Lux edition. The highlight of it actually is we have a replaceable faceplate, and we can actually pick it off, and it has 4 tunable sound signatures. Basically, this model is actually our new entry-level model, which is actually 3 drivers and retails about $350 Sing dollar. And it features quite a versatile sound signatures, and most importantly, it's actually very friendly to your pocket.
Anything upcoming from AAW that you would like to share, or you think that?
Of course, let's see the new Canary. Basically, this will be the Canary Pro, and this will be our new flagship model. It's a successor to the Canary, and the old one has 8 drivers, and this one has 11, and also features a tunable sound switch right here.
Is there anything you'd like to tell the audience? Basically, this is your time to promote yourself, show your products.
The Canary will be available somewhere in May. And you're welcome to drop by any of our dealers to try it out. In Singapore, it will be on sale in Zeppelin as well as Japan, and also in Japan, Korea, China, and Hong Kong.
So speaking of homegrown brands, we do have another one who is probably a monolith in the cable industry, Effect Audio, and now we have the CEO. I guess the most interesting thing about your current launch is that you're actually going to promote something called the Centurion cable. So talk about this cable, because I'm not a cable guy.
Okay.
Explain it to me.
Centurion cable is one of our flagship product. After years of developing the gold plating material and also the silver gold alloy material, we actually come up with this new combination of material as well as the geometry. So we come with the Centurion cable.
Are you guys planning to expand even more into the IEM space, or do you think you guys comfortable with the cable space for now?
Okay, we always try our best to excel ourselves, not only in the cable but also in the IEM. Before that, we actually launched a couple of IEM projects with different manufacturers, and now this is the first time we actually launch our own IEM and design by ourselves, develop by ourselves. So basically, we want to actually expand the product line, not only in the cable but also in the IEM.
Any words to your fans or any last promotional things that you'd like to talk about?
Yeah, I mean, Effect Audio has been out there for like 13 years. So, and now the people knows Effect Audio that we're selling expensive cable, that very extra kind of feel. But we want to tell the crowd that we are not only selling the very super ultra luxury products. This is something that we always excel ourselves, but it's not something that we only have. Basically, we have the entry level product like Signature Series. Before we have Premium Series, we have Vogue Series. We care about all the communities.
So here we're at another booth of another homegrown brand, Nightjar Acoustics. Here we have Chang. Please tell us your job title. Is it CEO, founder, whatever?
I'm the founder of Nightjar Acoustics, Chang. So Nightjar Acoustics is now a high-end boutique cable company, and we are also working on releasing some IEMs in the future.
So I'm not a cable guy, so I'm not going to ask any cable questions. How about that IEM of yours? Please tell us more details about that one.
So we have a hybrid in the works with a lot of different driver types. I won't say how many, but we are working on it, and it will be the first of its kind. We are also working on a few single DDs, so do look forward to those as well.
How has it been like operating in this local/Singaporean market?
As a new startup, we feel what we bring to the table is greater variety and more attention to quality, because the quantities we do are smaller, and we can specialize and pay more special attention to each cable and to each development cycle, and really give the audiophile what the audiophile wants. So we pay attention to details all the way down to the solder choice used and the special mix of materials and the type of geometry and compositions used.
Is there anything you'd like to tell the audience? Basically, this is your opportunity to shill/promote your products.
Okay, so do look out for our IEMs coming up, and we do have a lot more interesting cable launches coming up in the future as well. So do pay attention to us, as we feel we are the freshest and most interesting company in the space currently.
Now we're at the booth for Altiat, which is the T is silent. And here we have Omkar, who is, please introduce yourself and your job title.
I'm the director, you can say, but I'm also the director of Kaldas research.
So you started out with the RR1 headphone, the electrostatic, which is, from what I know, is the first electrostatic headphone manufactured in India. Can you tell us more about that?
Yeah, so that was the first headphone I made. I've been a headphone enthusiast for the last 10 years, collected various vintage headphones from the Sony R10 to the AKG K1000s, pretty much everything. And I wanted to make my own headphone, so I made the RR1. Why did I go with the electrostatic? It's just because it's one of the easiest headphones you can make. It's very hard to make a dynamic. It's easy to make a planar. It's easy to make an electrostatic comparatively. You can make your own in-house driver, and that's what we have done here.
So on that note, you said that dynamics are harder to manufacture. So why go into dynamics now?
We don't make the drivers of the new headphone. These are off-the-shelf drivers that we take from a supplier, and we tune them to our requirements. Everything else is made in-house because we have the machines to make everything.
So for the Cal1H, what makes this headphone more special than everything else on the market?
Absolutely nothing. That is not our goal with this headphone. We don't want it to be special. This is just an honest headphone at a very reasonable price point, which tries to follow and be compliant to the Harman target as much as we can. We are not making any ambitious promises. We're not doing anything crazy with this. It's just a well-built headphone. It's full aluminium. There is no plastic in the build quality. We have a solid warranty program. It's going to be highly reliable for the next couple of decades. We are sure about it. That's something we learned from the RR1. We want to make a headphone that's reliable, that people can buy and just forget about.
I love what you're doing with this. You're basically a trailblazer for the Indian headphone market at this point. So at this point, what would you like to tell the audience? What would you like to say? Basically, this is your opportunity to shill anything or, promote yourself.
For me, this is a passion. I don't make headphones for a living. This is still not a business for me. My business is something else. This is just passion for me, and I just hope to make more headphones, improve, learn from people who know more about headphones than me. That's our goal, just to make a better headphone, and hopefully in terms of objective data as well as the subjective listening, it just is something which is pleasant, people can enjoy. That's it. We don't want to ruin the market with just overinflated prices, which is not good for anyone. So that's what I hope can happen with other people as well.
So it's literally been a long time since I had my last CanJam. After all, we know that the little has kind of stopped all manner of conventions and general human interactions for the last 2 years. But the world is definitely healing, and now finally I've got to experience my first CanJam in literal years. And like I said, God, I miss this. I genuinely do miss this. So for any of you who may want to live vicariously through me, I hope you enjoy this CanJam report. I hope this has opened your eyes to the hobby, so-called. So besides that, we're going to be going back to our regularly scheduled content. This politically correct me is only going to last for just a weekend. So, but I guess till then, see you next CanJam. Don't die. Fuck off.